Litlang Forum welcomes you to a discussion on Sonnet 77 by Edmund Spenser. Here is the first quatrain. Was it a dream or did I see it plain? A goodly table of pure ivory, all spread with junkets fit to entertain. The greatest prince with pompous royalty. Literal meaning of the first quatrain is: was it a dream or did I really see it clearly? A beautiful table made of pure ivory, covered with sweet delicacies to please, as if it welcomed a prince in a royal style. Here is the explanation of the first quatrain. Here, the poet describes the beauty of his beloved by comparing her physique to a fine white ivory table, emphasizing how attractive and alluring her body is, stunning and elegant. Every part of her body is perfectly shaped and presented, pleasing to the eye in every detail, as if she were a nymph on earth, created solely for a royal prince of great fame. Now, move on to the second quatrain of the sonnet, amongst which there in a silver dish did lie two golden apples of unvalued price, for passing those Hercules came by, or those which Atlanta did entice. The literal meaning of the second quatrain is: among the delicacies there was a silver dish in which lay two golden apples of inestimable value. They surpassed the ones that Hercules obtained from the garden of Hesperides, or those that were used to slow down Atlanta, the swift female runner. Here is the explanation of the second quatrain. The poet compares his beloved's breast not only to beauty and allure, but also to purity, divinity, and magical power by likening it to golden apples placed in a silver dish. He emphasizes how beautiful and enticing her breast is. In the next two lines, it is compared to the apples brought by Hercules from the garden of Hesperides, where nymphs lived and were guarded by a giant dragon, suggesting that her breast is divine. Furthermore, the poet alludes to the myth of Atlanta, the fastest runner who was tempted by the golden apples thrown by Hippomenes and slowed down, highlighting the irresistible beauty and power of enticement. Now, the third quatrain is here, exceeding sweet, yet void of sinful vice, that many sought, yet none could ever taste. Sweet fruit of pleasure brought from paradise by love himself and in his garden placed. Literal meaning of the last quatrain is: there was no sin in eating the fruit of excessive sweetness, as there was in eating the fruit from the garden of Eden. Many desired to taste it, but none could. The sweet fruits were brought from paradise by love himself. Here, the Cupid, the Roman god of love, and placed in his garden. Here is the explanation of the last quatrain. The poet describes his beloved breast as extremely sweet and desirable, yet completely free from sinful vice, unlike the forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden, which led to Adam and Eve's fall from grace. Many men desired her, but none could ever truly possess or enjoy her. Her beauty and purity are so divine that she seems like a nymph from paradise, a fruit of pure pleasure. She appears to be placed on earth by Love himself, Cupid, the Roman god of love, as a perfect example of heavenly beauty, meant to be admired, not to be defiled. Here comes the final couplet. Her breast, that table was so richly spread, my thoughts, the guests, which would thereon have fed. The literal meaning of the couplet is as follows. Her breast was like a richly decorated table. My thoughts were like guests who wanted to feed on or enjoy it. Here is the explanation of this couplet. The poet describes the beloved's breast as a richly spread table, inviting and full of beauty. Richly spread symbolizes not just physical allure but also the elegance and the graceful softness of her figure. The poet's thoughts are like eager guests drawn to her bosom, eager to enjoy the tenderness and captivating beauty it holds. Or, in simpler terms, the poet compares her breast to a richly spread table and his own thoughts to guests who wish to enjoy its beauty. After going through the Sonnet 77 and its explanation, here are the three important themes. The very first theme is compliment expresses devotion in love. In Sonnet 77, Spenser metaphorically compares his beloved's body to a banquet table made of pure ivory, while her breasts are likened to the legendary golden apples that Hippomenes used to entice Atalanta in Greek mythology. In a biblical context, her breasts are compared to the fruit of paradise. All these comparisons highlight not only her physical beauty but also her spiritual purity. Thus, all the compliments reflect reflect the poet's deep devotion to his beloved. The second theme is beauty as a means to glorify love. The beloved's physical beauty is used as a way to express the greatness and richness of love. It is the exceptional beauty of her body that allows Spencer to glorify love through comparisons to objects like an ivory table and a silver dish. The third thing highlights the harmony between sensuality and spirituality. Spencer cleverly compares his beloved's body and breast to an ivory table and a silver dish, making them appear alluring. At the same time, the breast is also compared to the fruit of paradise, making it seem divine. If you found the video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.